like a coconut milk base, and it's basically like ice cream. It's super sweet.
Welcome back to the Soup Seat Critics. My name's RJ.
And my name is Brendan Carlson.
Brendan Carlson. Son.
This is the podcast where we review movies and let you know, should you steer clear of it? Yes, no.
Are you son of Carl?
That's
That's what that means back in the day. You're son of Carl. That's how the name originated. You're son of Carl.
you know, my dad's name is not Carl,
But you're son of Carl.
but I am son of Carl.
Son of Carl. Somewhere down the Carlson line, there was a Carl. This Carl was mighty and brave as he slayed the dragons.
He
captured the Pokemon. All 150.
was there 150?
Actually, in this movie, they did tease a little bit more.
How many more?
2.
200.
We're actually at, we're at, in this movie, I think at this point, we're at 153.
Okay.
Because we dropped a Togepi in there. We dropped the elephant Pokemon. And we dropped a little Mew. I think Mew's 151, if I remember right.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Just Mew. We're not talking Mewtwo.
Mew.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. For a Pokemon movie, there is a lack of Pokemon.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about Pokemon, the movie in 1999, by the way. That is today's subject, topic, movie of discussion. We discuss things. We discuss movies. We are the movie discussers. We are the Backseat Critics.
If you want your backseat criticized,
We will criticize your couch. We will criticize your bathroom. We will criticize the socks that you wear. And we'll give you a 45-minute podcast episode about how you need to wear better socks.
I don't think people know, like, how did our name come to be?
And that is how the name came to be. The Backseat Critics.
Yeah, do you guys want to know a fun fact about how we got our name? Oh, the jackal approaches.
It's a little too early, isn't it?
The jackal came up with the name.
Such great insight.
Anyways, yes, we are the Backseat Critics, and we will criticize everything, anything, and even your grandma. We will criticize her cooking.
That's savage.
Would you not?
That's savage.
We will criticize
My
her
grandma
cookies.
has some delicious cooking. She makes some Jello with
Jello.
fruit in it.
Wow, that's pretty intense. I'm pretty sure I made that as a kindergartner.
I flick my spit at you.
That's fine if you really want to spit at me. It's welcomed.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's welcome.
Yeah?
Spit. Anyways, Pokemon.
We're going to start off on a different note here.
Okay, hit me with it. What kind of notes are we talking about?
What kind of notes? We're going to start with a little 1-minute summary by the Pokemon master himself.
Ooh, okay. Okay, where's Ash Ketchum?
So let's start off a little base here.
Ooh, okay.
Little pulse check.
Pulse check.
Yeah, we're gonna finger that pulse.
120. Let's go. I need to go take a rest lap.
The pulse.
The pulse. We are fingering the pulse, Jamie.
Yeah.
You gotta check the pulse of the Backseat Critics.
And how are we checking that pulse?
You take 2 fingers. You put it to the neck. You find it or the wrist.
Do.
You wait. You give it a little second, 20 seconds or so. You times that by however many amounts of seconds that you are missing, and then bam, you got your pulse. I don't see anything, but you probably gotta cut this out, Andrew.
Nah, it's good.
No, it's not good. You gotta cut this out.
Nah, let's some sound effects or something.
No, anyways.
So, I don't have any really much of a Pokemon background. I've played Leaf Green, I've played Emerald, and some like Shield, XY, and Violet, I think.
So you kind of touched the base on the originals with the leaf green
Yeah.
a little bit.
But like other than that, like I've never seen the show.
Any episode you've never seen an episode.
I've seen
You never gone to a friend's house and they just had Pokemon on back in the
in
day?
the last year. I've seen
Oh, I'm so sorry.
2 or 3 episodes
The original?
of the original TV show.
Oh, thank goodness. I was a little scared there. I was like, if you were going to watch one of these new remakes, cut it out.
That is it. That's my experience with Pokemon. Is I don't have it. Like I didn't even have the trading cards.
Okay,
That's
that's fine.
which is fine. So like just for the audience so they know.
That you are coming from
I'm naive
you are not a
in the
Pokedex.
Pokesphere.
You are still trying to fill out your Pokedex as you're going through life. I get it.
I'm an
Got it.
adolescent in the Pokesphere.
You are more into the Rick and Morty, Pocket
No.
Mortys than you are into Pokemon. You could probably name more Pocket Mortys than you could Pokemon.
No.
Your Pocket Mortys are more filled out.
I could actually name less Pocket Mortys.
Wow. Okay, that's fine. I guess you don't play that game.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyways, what's your background with Pokemon?
My Pokemon experience I grew up going into a daycare called Kids World. Yes, shout out to Kids World. That doesn't exist anymore. It's called Kindercare these days. And during that time period, they actually had a kid that gave some Pokemon cards out. So my first Pokemon card was the Fire Energy. Slowly through time Yes. But anyways, at Children's World, slowly throughout time, Pokemon snuck in through the cracks, and we started to watch Pokemon episodes, and I gained more and more Pokemon cards through there because kids got extra Pokemon cards. They'd pass it out, and kids would come with their Game Boys with the Pokemon, and all of a sudden, the instructors were drawing Pokemon for us to color, and they'd draw it very well, I might add. They would copy it, and they would have us go ahead and color it, and it was pretty cool. So, and during that time period, we also faked that we were Pokemon masters, and we'd battle each other as we threw out other Pokemon against each other.
Wow.
And that was my intro into Pokemon. And then at home, I watched Pokemon. I got Pokemon cards. I got Pokemon cards for my birthday. Watched a lot of Pokemon and played Pokemon quite a bit. And yeah, that's my Pokemon experience.
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
All time.
All time.
All time favorite Pokemon.
And we're not just like
That was a loaded question.
first evolution. We're
Any
talking
Pokemon.
Any Pokemon.
I'm just gonna stick tried and true. My homie Alakazam. Alakazam.
We're talking design. We're talking
Design, everything.
everything.
I get he's got 2 spoons. He's ready to eat. He's ready to eat up.
He's ready to eat.
He's ready to eat up the competition. He's great.
You don't think was it licking?
Lickitung?
Yeah.
Why do you like Lickitung?
No. That's not my favorite.
Why
You
is it?
don't-
Well,
you don't-
why did you bring up Lickitung then?
No, I'm just saying you don't think
Why
he's
did you bring up
hungry?
Lickitung?
You don't think he's hungry? Do you see that tongue?
No, he's just ready to lick a lollipop. There's a difference between licking a lollipop and eating. My guy's ready to eat the competition.
With a spoon.
Yeah, he's ready. Double spoon. He eats it like ice cream.
He could eat a Grimer.
Yeah. You know what? The competition is so soft to him that he eats it like ice cream. Alakazam. Yeah, you're jealous now.
I'm a Dragonite guy.
Dragonite's awesome. That's a good one.
Dragons.
A little derpy dragon, but he's a pretty cool dragon. Cool.
Yeah, he's nice and powerful. He's kind of goofy looking. I like it. It's like he's the weird stepchild of Charizard.
How do we get from a Dragonair to Dragonite, though? The
The-
slim, sleek, smooth blue dragon to a yellow derpy dragon.
That the same way we get to a Gyarados from
Magikarp.
yeah.
That's fair. I can see that. But that's just called a glow up. This is a glow down.
I mean, do you glow up?
Nope. I glow down every day. I lose another follicle of hair.
Oh no.
Yep, that's why I have Rogaine in my contract at work.
Seth Rogen?
No, Rogaine. I have Rogaine in my contract at work, legitimately.
Oh.
Yeah, just never tapped into it yet.
All right, 1 minute summary.
All right, so this movie starts
Do you
out.
want any water?
Do I want any water? I'm about to do a 1 minute summary.
Are you okay?
Oh my gosh, you're taking my time. Anyways,
You're 10 seconds in.
so we go into this world. Ash gets invited to this Pokemon Majestic Stadium area thingamabobber tower, and he fights through the storm created by a mystical force. He gets to this place,
This is delicious water.
and it's Mewtwo who runs the castle with
You sure
all
you don't
these
want
dragons as he's cloning these Pokemon.
It's like nice and cool.
Trying to say
it's like the perfect temperature.
Pokemon are slaves and need to be free. And Pikachu tries to stand up, and Mewtwo says, "Get out the way, you fool! You are a slave." And all of a sudden, Ash tries to save Pikachu, and Mewtwo eventually learns, "Hey, Pokemon, how this world's ran ain't that bad. People do love Pokemon, but not all. So I'm gonna ride off in the sunset with all my clones." The end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The disrespect, sir.
No, he's just trying to get me. He's trying to throw me off my guard. But he knows I am on point on this episode. I'm 100% here. He doesn't know what to do with me, so he's just trying to throw me off. Everything except article of clothing haven't not come off yet. Coming soon.
By the way, stay tuned for our first sponsor.
Fruit of the Loom.
Could you imagine?
Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom. What fruit would you be? I see myself as a grape guy.
A grape? I eat grapes every morning. That's my breakfast.
Grapes are delicious.
I eat Andrew grapes in the morning for breakfast. I eat up the competition like my homie Alakazam.
Oh, I'm the competition?
Yeah, competition. I see you. Me and my buddy Chicago, we're throwing. He's coming into you while we're driving and
I don't
trying
know
to.
if you can see it from these angles, but like, can you see these muscles?
Shout out to Death Race really quick, as me and my buddy Chicago are. I'm throwing Chicago right at you, like a Pokemon.
Woo!
We've watched me and Chicago have studied this movie. We studied Pokemon. We studied Death Race, and so what we've decided is that we're going to throw him in a
Do you think-
Pokeball.
Do you think Chicago would? By the way, you still haven't said what fruit you are.
Oh, what me? I would say I am a papaya.
Of the Fruit of the Loom fruit?
Oh, the fruit of the loom. Yeah, but papaya.
There's no papaya in the Fruit of the Loom.
No, it's a special limited off-brand Fruit of the Loom.
This sounds like some. No,
Yes,
we're talking OG.
papayas. I am the cornucopia that holds the fruit together.
What's the other one? An apple?
A papaya.
There's green grapes and there's purple grapes. There's something yellow that looks like a grape, but I don't think it's a grape.
It's an apple.
Big apple.
And I'm the papaya.
RJ is not the papaya.
I'm the
He's-
papaya.
He's a great big apple.
I'm the papaya. I'm like, what are you?
He's the biggest of apples.
Why? So you're trying to say one RJ a day keeps the doctor away?
If you had,
And RJ? You have no doctor.
you've got the whole Pokédex,
Whole Pokeverse.
whole Pokeverse,
Whole Pokeverse.
and you can pick
Okay.
any Pokemon.
Legendaries and all?
No legendaries.
No legendaries. Okay. Gone. Legendaries.
And we're no Abras,
No Abras. Okay. No Abras.
because we talked about this earlier. You and I would both choose
An Abra as a starter. Okay.
Yeah. If you could choose any Pokemon outside of Abras and outside of Legendary, who would your starter be?
Who would my starter be? I'm gonna go with Ghastly.
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 What's the logic there?
Wait.
Wait.
I'm gonna flip that.
What do you mean? Flip that?
I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna choose a
Like a
different Pokemon.
pancake?
Yeah, like a pancake. I'm gonna choose it. My starter would be Drowsy
Why?
because I know he evolves into Hypno, and so I am an avid sleepwalker. I don't know if I've talked about this on the show before,
Yeah.
but I sleepwalk, and I feel like Hypno can put me back to sleep with his little thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use him for more of a purposeful use. And Hypno's pretty strong. He's a pretty strong Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's no joke. So I'm going to use him for double purposes. He's going to help me sleep, and he's going to help me kick the competition.
Okay.
Double purpose.
Fair. I'm gonna go with Dratini.
Okay, pick a different one.
A different one?
A different one. You got to pick a different one.
Jeez.
Because Dratini's kind of flirting on a legendary. It's not a legendary, but he's flirting. He's
How's
flirting.
explain to me.
Okay.
How is he flirting?
With legendary?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get a Dragonite or a Dratini? Only Lance in the whole game of Pokemon, Lance the Dragon Master, has had a Dragonite.
All right.
Lance the Dragon Master.
Mankey.
Mankey.
Oh,
Oh, good luck.
the little fuzzball?
Oh, good luck.
The little fuzzball?
The Feral Fuzzball.
You imagine you're introducing you introduce, you got some Charizard, you got some big fire breathing dragon,
And you got a little Mankey.
you got a little Mankey.
You know what's going to happen with that Mankey?
That Mankey is going to fry up that Charizard with its fists.
You're gonna go on a date.
With a Mankey?
No, you're gonna go on a date with this beautiful girl in the Pokeverse.
Oh,
Beautiful girl.
hey, this
Or beautiful person.
I'm
Beautiful
talking about
person.
glowing up.
You're gonna go with a beautiful person. What's gonna happen is they're gonna be like, look at my Pokemon. They're gonna put out something. They're gonna put out something a little cutesy. They're gonna put like a Vulpix out. And you're like, oh look at my Pokemon. And then you're gonna put out them and like, oh, let me show you my Pokemon. And that's just like that Mankey's gonna come out, beat the crap out of the Vulpix, and it's gonna beat the crap out of your date. And then it's gonna beat the crap out of everybody in the restaurant. And it's gonna run out the street and beat the crap out of everybody else. And it's gonna hop back in the Pokeball. And you're gonna be sitting there and the police are gonna be like, bruh, you let a wild animal. Bruh.
You know what? Better than Beedrill.
I feel like you're trying to kill people with Beedrill.
100%.
You're trying to like if that thing stung
There's
me,
a
I'm
bee
dead.
allergy.
Yes.
And you see a 6-foot tall bee coming at you,
You're dead.
you're dead.
100%. Forget the killer bees that are out there right now. That
No.
Beedrill's killing you right
That
now.
Beedrill, you're
Boom.
dead.
On the spot. 100%.
No, Mankey's cool.
No, it's
Mankey's cool.
it's a feral creature.
It's like a cat.
It is not a cat. It is based off a monkey.
It's like a cool little monkey.
You know, shout out back to one of our episodes before we had the Danny DeVito Batman, right?
Yeah, sure.
With Jimmy.
Sure.
Did you know that Danny DeVito got bit in the crotch by the monkey on that scene or on that set?
He what?
He got bit in the crotch by the monkey on the set. And you want that as a Pokemon? Congratulations.
I feel like a Mankey would be like a Zaboomafoo.
No, you are a hopeful. No. Very hopeful.
You look at a Mankey,
Yes.
little fuzzball
Mhm.
with some fists.
Mm-hmm.
You look at a Zaboomafoo.
Nope. Nope.
Same thing.
Not the same thing.
Same thing.
Nope. You want to
Same thing.
How are you creating a lemur against a monkey?
It's basically the same thing.
No, I'd rather have a pet lemur than I would a pet. No, I'd actually rather have a pet monkey, but I'm not.
Exactly.
Why don't you choose a Chimchar? That's a more calmer Pokemon.
No.
Monkeys
I
are
want to.
feral.
Okay, no. As a starter.
As
As a starter.
Chimchar.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let me look up a Chimchar.
We're looking at Chimchar.
I'm gonna look up Chimchar.
Mhm.
What is this?
Chimchar.
CHI?
Look him up.
CHAR?
Catch me outside. How about that?
No.
Google me.
No. Hard no.
What about that? What about the grass Pokemon?
Chimchar?
The grass monkey in Sword and Shield. How about that? Be safe. Be safe. He can play the drums for you.
Chimchar, first off, I don't do fire Pokemon.
Wow, you're a fireist.
I do not do fire
You like
Pokemon.
fire? Okay, fire hater.
I
Okay,
just don't care for fire
You hate
Pokemon.
fire. You hate fire Pokemon. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You know the stick monkey?
Yeah, the stick monkey. Why don't you choose that one? That's a little bit more calmer.
I get it.
Get what? That you chose the
is it
feral-
Groki?
something like that. Sure.
I think I'm still going to choose a Mankey.
There's something wrong with you.
But you know what my number 2 is going to be?
What's your number 2?
Groki.
Groki. Okay.
We're going to do the monkey. We're going to do the
The
monkey
duo
pact.
monkey. The monkey pact.
The monkey pact. Yeah.
If I were to have a number 2,
We'll do like a Tentacool because that's kind of monkey-ish.
what's your favorite legendary? And it can't be. Let's take Mew and Mewtwo out of the question.
I had to look this up earlier because we were talking about that. But Rayquaza?
Rayquaza?
Yeah. Yeah. One of my first Pokemon games was Emerald, so I got a soft spot in my heart, and I kind of like the snakish design.
I think my favorites are going to be the legendary dogs.
Really?
I love the legendary dogs. Love them. I love the Entei, Suicune, Raikou. Those three, even though they have the same powers and aspects, besides
I
the
just don't like the designs.
telepathic. Oh, I love the designs of them.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
those are amazing. We just wait till we watch Pokemon, the third movie. New episode in the future coming soon.
I
Not
think
really
a shout
coming
out to like another starter that I would do, but has also been a starter in the games. Eevee.
Eevee's never really been a starter, actually.
Well, Let's Go Pikachu and
Let's go Eevee, sure. That's the only one.
Right. That's why I'm like, it's kind of been a starter.
Kinda, not really. You can get it almost common in almost every game. Like you can pick it up somewhere.
But it's like they're a pretty solid pick, and you can turn them into
sure,
whatever you want.
if you wanted to.
Right. I think that's kind of a cool aspect.
I mean, Eevee's kind of cool.
I think, okay, as far as like Eevee or Pikachu, I'm going Eevee every single time. Because you know what? Do you know what Eevee can do?
I'm not.
Eevee can go water. Eevee can go fire.
That's cool.
Eevee can do psychic.
You know what Pikachu can do?
Electric.
Pikachu can surf. He can fly.
Pikachu. Okay, no.
Yes.
When
Yes. Yes.
when
Yes.
has Pikachu been able to surf?
Yes. There's a surfing Pikachu out there. Yes.
You're smiling.
I am. Look it up. I'm 100%. I am factual, bobactual. I'm coming with fire today. Surfing Pikachu. There's a
Okay.
Pikachu with a surf move in Pokemon.
Oh wow.
I'm not lying. And there's flying Pikachu. And he's got the fly attack. I'm not lying. Pikachu can do lots of things and learn lots of things.
No. I'm reading about it. Surf Pikachu is recurrent Pikachu variant commonly depicted with a surfboard.
Mm-hmm. That's my guy. And he has the surf
These
move.
Pikachu know the move surf prior to blah blah with special events.
Yep. My guy knows surf.
What? In Pokemon Yellow?
Yeah.
There's Pikachu's beach?
Yep. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did not know Pikachu could surf in some games.
And he can fly in some games.
Nah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm still going Eevee.
Congratulations. You chose wrong.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we should talk about this movie.
We should talk about this movie. We love Pokemon. I love Pokemon.
You love Pokemon.
I love Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm fresh.
I like how in this movie how it kind of starts out where we get introduced to Mewtwo. Mewtwo's just kind of running around causing havoc with Team Rocket, and then Mewtwo's like, screw you guys. You guys are weak sauce.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I think it's kind of funny. It's just like Mewtwo's like, man, screw this. You guys created me. Tired of you. Bye.
Goodbye. Just ousted him.
Deuces.
Apparently they changed that for the American version.
Hmm.
In the Japanese version, he was a Pokemon that felt out of place and wanted to find his place or fit in the world. And he felt he had to prove that. Whereas in the American version, he was this ruthless tyrant.
Yeah.
And the creators...
He kind of had the same aspect a little bit.
A little bit. Apparently the
Sprinkled in.
creators regretted their decision with the American cut.
Oh, he did very well.
It did. I definitely remember this being advertised.
With
Not
Burger
quite,
King.
Not quite as much as what's the Pokemon with the symbols?
Unknown.
Yeah.
Pokemon 2000, I think
It's
that's
like the
what it was.
hieroglyphs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one being like super advertised.
So
which I know grammatically doesn't make any sense, but we're going to roll with that.
I specifically remember for this one that there was Pokemon that would come in the Burger King toys, where you can get the Pokemon in the ball.
Yeah, the little plushie.
Little, not plushie. It was like a little plastic guy.
Oh, I remember getting plushies.
No, this one was a little plastic guy, and then you also got a sheet of Pokemon cards that obviously were like perforated, so you can like
Break them apart.
you had to break it apart. So it came with 9, and I remember trying to collect all those too. Those were actually kind of my first Pokemon,
Okay.
and that's kind of how it all began with Pokemon, the movie here.
I think I remember because we never went to Burger King as a family. We went to McDonald's.
You missed out on some great toys.
And I remember there was you can get the Pokeball, but inside was like a plush
Mm.
of a Pokemon. And I think I want to say I had Pikachu.
I had Nidoran with the plastic.
Okay.
I had Nidoran, and then I got
Is that the spiky
Yep.
Nidoking?
before Nidoking,
Okay.
the in between stage of it. So,
Okay.
but this movie continues, and we get to the point where there's Ash, and he gets challenged by some fool. How many times do you think that happens in a Pokemon world? Where you
Where he
challenge,
gets just challenged?
well, you just get challenged. Some guy comes up to you, let's fight Pokemon,
Oh, 100,000%.
and they have a Cyclops skull for a hat.
Yeah. What was up with that, by the way?
He was part of Team Skull, Cyclops edition, 2000.
Yeah, so for the audience,
He's like Y2K, brother.
he's got this skull cap on, and it's got skull and crossbones, but the skull has one giant eye hole rather than 2. Yeah. So for the audience, there was a minor cut there. RJ
Whoa. What happened?
came over.
Stage
just-
off stage.
He grabbed me. He slapped me. He yelled at me to wake up and speak faster. And you know what? What are you doing?
I'm just going through. I'm not filming you. If that's what you're thinking, I'm not filming. I'm just waiting for you to finish your sentence there. Flash.
Nah, I'm done. Dead air.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wake up, buddy.
Oh, wow. That's kind of funny. All right, so we got Mr. Team Cyclops School, and then we head off to the next little adventure. And they show a new Pokemon in this scene. Brand new Pokemon to us.
Wow. Brand new Pokemon.
Brand new Pokemon.
You don't, wow.
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
Not a lot back then, but here we are, seeing a brand new Pokemon. Oh my gosh.
A whole folks. He just squirted at me with a water bottle. I'm really upset about that. That was upsetting overall.
I'm sorry. Do you want a pillow to hug?
I do want a pillow to hug. Eek. Okay.
Here's a pillow.
So he gets an invite to this island, and they go.
There you go.
They go.
They get there.
There's a big storm.
They get there by Vikings.
Yeah. Which is Team Rocket dressed up as Vikings.
Fake Vikings. Then they get almost drowned by their Pokemon.
Yeah, because there's a massive storm surrounding the island that everyone's trying to get to because the storm is like a first test or something like that.
Yeah, by Mewtwo.
Yeah. They get to this place, and I brought this up. It looks like an H.R. Giger, like, alien type haunted mansion. Which, first off, I dig the haunted mansion vibes.
Mewtwo knew what he was doing. He's sparking fear into his competition. That's why my Alakazam would be there and eat him
Do
up.
you think he Was this because they allude to this not being the lab from the beginning of the movie?
Yeah.
So do you think he just like pulled this chunk of rock up? Like, how did this get made? Because they never really addressed that.
This is what he did. He went in there. He took Alcatraz.
RJ, wake up!
I
Put more energy in.
Oh my gosh, I am here. I'm trying to tell you what he's done. He takes over Alcatraz, and he's moved all the people off Alcatraz. He as you saw in later
RJ, wake up!
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, go for it.
He takes the people off of Alcatraz, and he moves them.
Folks, we have a guest star. The Toxic Avenger!
I'm Batman. What? Chicago.
Darkman! Starring Liam Neeson.
In Chicago. Anyways, he takes all the people off Alcatraz and basically takes over that building. Boom. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for trying to one up me. Can't beat the original. Hit you with my Alakazam.
What are you talking about? I did this to you first.
Not needed. Neither did to you. Got you with the water. Boom.
So they get to the island, and Mew's there, and they're like, "Oh no, Pokemon can't order the Pokemon!" Ah! And then they fight him, and then they can't, and he starts capturing all the Pokemon, and starts cloning them.
Oh, he does the clones. He does the clones. Yep. And we saw Pokemon versus Pokemon.
And
That's
this
the
is
same
this is
Pokemon.
where my big problem comes in.
Why don't you put the Charizard against the Venusaur?
Thank you.
Why don't you put the Blastoise?
Against the Charizard,
Yeah.
right? There
Yeah.
should be a lot more
Why don't we
intermingling.
put the Venusaur against the
But
against the
instead,
Blastoise?
what we get is a Venusaur against a Venusaur, a Squirtle versus a Squirtle, or a Blastoid.
Blastoise versus Blastoise.
Um,
Charizard versus Charizard.
Pikachu versus Pikachu, Mew
Meowth
versus
versus-
Mewtwo, and Mew is just like floating around this whole movie.
Yeah, they're like little balls. Like there's like a purple and a blue.
Ex Machina Mew.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
What
You
was the reason for Mew being in this movie?
know why? So to introduce you to the powers of Mew. We don't know nothing about Mew at this point.
We don't know nothing.
Nothing.
We don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing.
So
This
we
is-
know everything.
We don't know nothing. You know nothing, or Brendan Carlson.
Get my name right.
Brendan Carlson. We know
Get
nothing.
my wife's name out of your mouth.
So basically what happens at this point is that we know nothing of Mewtwo. We know nothing of Mew. We know nothing. Nothing. This is the first time we get introduced to them.
So they're
In-
like,
in-
hey,
in the
let's
cinematic
introduce
world.
this Pokemon. Let's have them just fly around, kind of look over people's shoulders, and then fight
So-
Mewtwo.
So if you played the game, that's basically America's first rendition of Pokemon, right? Back in the day.
The game.
The game. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Blue, right?
Okay.
You can catch Mewtwo, and that's how we know Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. But Mew,
Mew was a glitch in the game.
he was a glitch.
He was a glitch.
a glitch.
Yeah, so you had to do certain things at certain points, and you can go to this little island where Mew's chilling.
Regular Mew.
Regular Mew.
Was it like actually coded in, or was it like was it like an achievement type glitch? Like, hey, you had to do all this stuff,
Mm-mm.
and here's a secret.
You
Or-
couldn't do anything. Like you had to like skip past where Misty's town. I forgot Misty's town's name off the not Cerulean something, but you had to like scoop past like all these people, and you had to go to this place, and you had to do the like certain things, and all of a sudden you teleported, and you can go on the SSN. But before you go on the SSN, you surfed off to the side, and you got to an island, and that island is where Mew was.
Okay.
But it was very like you had to do certain things at certain points, and you could do it like partway through the game, pretty early in the game, and you can get the Mew.
Okay.
Yes.
So again, what was Mew's point in this? Because the whole time, it's Pokemon trainers versus Mewtwo, this kind of concoction clone of.
Of Mew, he
Of
took
Mew.
They took Mew's DNA, and
And-
Mew's like you. I don't know how. They don't even explain how they got Mew's DNA.
Exactly.
They didn't say that
And
they
then,
found
and
it in
then
a
Mew
rock.
just
They
floats up
didn't-
in like a bubble, and then pops up out of the river, and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna follow some people in a haunted mansion on some island in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah, they said
and
they
check
didn't.
out what's going on."
It-
And you're just looking over people's shoulder the whole time, listening to the same dialogue we are as an audience, and then decides, oh hey, maybe now's the time to jump in.
Yeah, they don't talk about like they didn't find like a piece like a hair follicle somewhere. They don't talk like
No.
they found like pee of Mew somewhere. Like they're like, oh crap, what kind of Pokemon is this? I peed on my head, and they like checked it, and they're like, oh crap, this is a Pokemon we have never seen before, and then they made Mewtwo out of there.
Right. There's
Or
no
the-
scales
Or flying poop that hit him in the head, or
Why is excrement what you're going with?
why would you not? That's the best way to get DNA.
They pull hair in the movie.
They don't pull anything.
I heard myself
seen it.
peek there.
I didn't see any hair pulled. No hair pulled.
I don't want to be a pirate.
Nope. No hair pulled.
Um.
You see no hair pulled.
So there's a fight. Wasn't a huge fan of the fight.
No.
Could
Could have been better. Could have been better Pokemon fight.
I would
No, I
love
do
to see
say-
some like intermingling.
I lo-
some of the designs for the clones were kind of cool, but then some of them were just like Pikachu, but just Pikachu.
I do love Ash coming because there's a point where Mew catches all the Pokemon real quick and does clone them. He catches all of them and clones them. I do love the point where Ash comes out of the smoke. He's like, "Stop there, Mewtwo." That's not exactly the words he says, but
You
basically,
sound like Hartman.
"Stop there, Mewtwo."
Respect my authority.
And all of a sudden, he goes, "Yo!" And all of a sudden, these Pokemon come out, and it's a lineup versus lineup Pokemon. Like you can see the lineups, and then it's like a big battle. It's a battle of the
And then it's just Blastoid fighting Blastoid, Charizard fighting Charizard,
Gyarados fighting
Pikachu's-
Gyarados.
Exactly. It's like, why not? It'd be kind of cool to see like some intermingling of abilities and powers. We have all these elements, which is the whole thing of Pokemon. It's
Yeah.
like rock, paper, scissors, but with rock, flying, steel, and electricity. Like, why not mix that up more rather than having water against water and flying
Yeah.
against flying? It would
Yeah.
be kind of cool.
Well, what happens is eventually Ash gets caught in between Mew and Mewtwo fighting, and then gets petrified.
And then the power of tears brings them back.
Wasn't it just Mew? Didn't Mew like bring him back?
Wasn't it the tears
Yeah, it could have been the tears of Pikachu.
and all the other Pokemon that you saw streaming into Ash?
Not just Pikachu.
So, do you think if any trainer dies and some Pokemon start crying, do you think those like fly across the continent? Like, what's the range on the tears? Is it 50 feet? Is it 100 feet? Is it dependent on what they're crying about?
I think it depends.
Why are the clones crying about Ash?
It depends if you're a good trainer or not. Good Pokemon trainer.
Was Ash a good trainer?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was.
Okay.
He cares about his Pokemon deeply.
Mm.
He helped Charmander when Charmander was abandoned. He turned Squirtle good as Squirtle was running amok through a city. He took on Pikachu, who hated everybody, and found the love and heart in Pikachu. Pikachu even tried to zap him back to life. Didn't your tears get a little jerked in there? Didn't you feel a little thump in your heart? Didn't your heart grow 10 more sizes like when you watched
No.
that? Oh my gosh, you Grinch.
I did not have a coronary heart attack.
I watched it. I was like, wow, this man loved his animals. Because those are animals basically in this show.
Right.
They're the animals. Would you replace animals in this world with Pokemon?
No.
Why not?
You're going to have a giraffe fighting a giraffe?
I'm not saying you fight like that.
Okay. Would you fight a giraffe versus a shark?
Yes.
A camel versus a crocodile?
Yes.
A monkey versus I mean, that'd be kind of cool. But like a monkey versus giraffe?
Yes.
No, they don't have any like water abilities. No, they're just like punching each other, stomping.
I'd watch it.
Didn't realize we were gonna get into Vor this episode, but here we are.
This got dark really fast. We just went from 0 to 100.
Speaking of, check out our previous episodes on Death Race 2000 and any of the Fast and Furious movies.
What does ants have to do with any of those movies?
You said 0 to 100.
Yeah, why do so We're just gonna take a brief second here and talk about Beach Bums Never Die. A little shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to our guy Jordan at Beach Bums Never Die. You can follow him on Instagram on the link above.
The link above, because they could see the link above. You can actually just check him out on Beach Bums
100%.
Never Die.
If you can't see the link above, that's on you.
The man in the Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, the man Hawaiian shirt or
On
Beach Bums
Instagram.
Never Die. Dude does some awesome like upcycling of clothing. Does some custom screen prints. He's getting into making hats,
Yeah, he's actually learning some stitching on hats right now.
which is
Check
Which
out
is
his
super
Anita
rad.
Nice Beach hat right now.
Yeah.
Out, available, limited quantity.
yeah. Was it 19?
19.
I think it's 18. I think
Nope.
it's 18 now.
Nope, 17 now.
Oh, it's 7. Oh, that's right.
17 now.
It's 17. So get yours soon. And we do have a collab coming up. We do have a collab.
We have a collab. Take a look at the new shirts coming up.
We're not going to say
It's
too much
Troy's
here.
Bucket. Troy's Bucket.
That's all we're going to say. We won't even say what it's regarding, but it's there.
Just know it's Troy's Bucket. Collab coming out. Episode coming soon.
Boo, boo, boo. So let's jump back in. What's your final thoughts on this?
Final thoughts in this movie.
Would you show this to a kid?
Yes.
'Kay.
100%.
Age?
Age. I don't think it doesn't matter. Let's play it.
I gotta agree.
Let's
with
roll
you.
it.
I gotta agree with you. Any age
Any age. The colors are there. It's going to attract the kid.
doesn't really get too dark.
No, there's no swearing in it.
No.
They're probably going to go, I mean, it's the same if you showed
Mew's a little intense, maybe for some younger
Mewtwo.
kids.
Mewtwo.
Sorry, Mewtwo is a little intense with his like, I'm the best. Everyone bow down to me. Like that. That's a little intense. but, like,
1000%. Yep.
that's the worst of it.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Nope.
So yeah, I'm with you.
Any age. For me, my rating in this movie would be 8 out of 10.
8.
8. Yep, it hits my nostalgia spot. It hits me right in the nostalgia.
I gotcha.
Right between my nostalgia legs. Kicks me right there. I give it an 8 out of 10. It scratches my Pokemon itch. It does pretty good for it. Ash does pretty good, and Ash is a complainer to me, but he's not the highlight of the movies.
Yeah, he
You still get Creeper Brock in this movie. You get Brock cooking in this movie. You still get the nurse. You get the police. You get Misty.
You get the staples.
You get Misty hitting Ash across the head. You get Team Rocket blasting off again. You get all the good stuff. So it's good. They did a solid job of making a movie with what they had to work with compared to the TV show and everything. They did the TV show good. It was like an extended episode or an extended series. Like it could have been a 3-part series.
I could see it as a 3-parter. I'm gonna give it, honestly, for like what it is, a 6 or 7.
No, there's no 7 here, so you got to pick 6.
I'm gonna go 6.
Okay. Or you can round it up. What you got? You're on the spot.
6.
Okay. 6 it is. Bam. Done. Locked in.
I think it's 6. I think it's a safe 6. I think there's some spots that it could definitely improve. The fighting could have been a little bit more interesting, for sure.
Could it answer more questions?
Could have been answered more questions. After reading that that Mew had kind of a different angle in the Japanese cut, I would have liked to see that.
Mewtwo.
Sorry, yeah, I keep saying Mew.
You mean Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. After reading that Mewtwo had a different angle in the Japanese cut, I think I would have liked to see that a little bit more, where he felt out of place, being some kind of Frankenstein clone
That's fair.
in a Pokemon world,
Pokeverse.
and feeling like he has to prove his place.
We all
I
friends.
think that's like more of
in
an
a
interesting
Pokemon
angle,
world.
and I think that's more something that like kids and any sort of age group can like learn from, like trying to fit in, like that kind of angle. So I think there's some like improvement to be made there, but like overall I liked it.
I do want to give a quick shout out to this movie. What they did very well in this is that in between in a show episode, like they kind of split it up for a commercial break, and they go, "What's that Pokemon?" They show you a shadow of a Pokemon.
They did do that. They
give a shout out to it in the middle of this
Yeah.
movie, so I do give them a high five for that one.
There's a cloning machine, and when it grabs a hair follicle or whatever of the Pokemon,
Or the
it shows
excrement.
it shows a silhouette
Yes.
of the Pokemon. Why is it always excrement with you? My God.
the best way to clone
But
Pokemon.
they show the silhouettes, and Team Rocket's like, what Pokemon is that? It's a Pikachu.
Yeah.
And that's that.
That's that. Bam. Done.
That's that.
Wrap it up. Boom.
That was kind of cool.
Put a bow on it.
But yeah, no, I think there's a couple points that they could have improved on, but overall, I did enjoy it. It's harmless fun.
Definitely harmless. If you're a Pokemon fan, definitely take a look.
I'm not gonna diss on the graphics too much, but
I think they tried to make it a little bit bigger. They got big for their britches because it's a movie. They wanted to upscale it.
I felt the other way.
Oh, you felt they wanted to downscale it for a movie, huh?
I felt like
That's awkward.
they kept it pretty conservative with the graphics
They try to be the same,
as the TV show.
but they did
I
add
haven't
parts
seen a
where
whole,
they
I haven't
upscaled
seen a
it.
whole lot of the TV show, but graphically, it looked the same. And I think that's like one thing with like cartoon movies that you see a lot of is like, oh, they'll add shadows or they'll add like other bits that like kind of make it pop.
Oh no! They kept the graphics the same. They did. They
I
kept
don't,
the animation the
I
same.
don't know if I really like that.
That they kept the animation the same.
I think I would have liked a little bit like more.
I like it. I like it because it's not trying to be something that's not. Because sometimes those additions go the other way.
Yeah, I get that. I think there was like road there that maybe steps that could have been.
I think they used it for the settings.
I'm not using that as a fucking against them. I'm just saying could have been better.
It's good for if you're a Pokemon fan. That's okay.
I like it though. I like it. Anyways, if you like us and you give us a 6, a 7, an 8, or 9 out of 10, or 10 out of 10, you can find us on Instagram at Backseat Critics, or on YouTube at Backseat Critics, or on TikTok at The Backseat Critics. Goodbye.
We out.